Kicking off with an SL3 men's semi-final between Mongkhon BUNSUN of Thailand and Dan Bethell of Great Britain. Magnificent arena here, 8,000 capacity. Only opened in February of this year, and it's going to be the venue for the weightlifting as well at these Paralympic Games when the badminton's all done. It's our penultimate day of badminton action here.
For the first matches of today's competition.
Only debuted at the 2020 Paralympics in Tokyo, badminton, but it's fast become part of the furniture, really. We've had some tremendous action here over the last 3 days, some fantastic crowds as well. And here comes Mongkhon BUNSUN of Thailand, world rank number 13. And he will begin as an underdog here against this man, Dan Bethell of Great Britain. Seeded 2, ranked 2 in the world, looking to go one better than the silver medal he won in Tokyo 3 years ago. Tough task this for BUNSUN, who has lost all 6 previous meetings against the Brit. But we've had quite a few shocks the last 3 days, so you never know. Here's the toss.
I will assign white to you and pink to you. Have a look. You win the toss. You stay this side, sir. Thank you. We start the 2 minutes good match.
So Dan Bethell wins the toss, chooses end. He's going to stay where he is. And Mongkhon BUNSUN will serve once they've completed the knockup. Got to the quarterfinals at the World Championship in his home country, did BUNSUN earlier this year. 29 years of age. Says he's committed a lot of time to improving his footwork, various drills, and also his speed. He's doing a lot more running than previously. Just the one defeat to Kumar Nitesh, the world number 1 in the group stage. Good wins over Yang and Manoj. And on the other side of the net, 28-year-old Dan Bethell, who initially played tennis a few years back, and he was inspired by watching the Paralympics in 2008 in Beijing. Perfect record so far, as you can see. 6 games won, hasn't lost a game. Big rugby fan, Dan, supports Bath and the West Country in England. Peter Mazaros from Switzerland is the man in the umpire's chair. There's Trish Gupp of New Zealand, who will be the service judge for this match. Mentioned that Bethell has won all 6 previous meetings. All of them have been in straight games, incidentally. Most recently at the Dubai International, which was right at the back end of last year. The other interesting thing that BUNSUN was saying in the build-up to this event, he was working with his coach on hitting shuttles into the corners of the court and also trying to stay patient. And that is going to be absolutely key against Bethell, you would think, because the Englishman just does not make many mistakes. Very, very few unforced errors. And BUNSUN's going to have to work very, very hard for every point he earns here. Hasn't put a foot wrong so far, Bethell. Also think he's going to have to do a lot of running. It'll be a good test of this new fitness regime that he says he's been on of late.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Mongkhon BUNSUN, Thailand. And on my left, Daniel BETHELL, Great Britain.
Well, a few supporters in this evening, Bethel. There they are. There's Jack Shepherd on the left, the short stature player, all supporting
Play.
the English players, all supporting their colleague. Here we go then. BUNSUN to serve. We play best of 3 games, first to 21, and because it's SL3, if you're not familiar with this category, it's half court. Doubles lines are in, except for the serve. Finding that nagging length already, Bethel. Well, that's where I think BUNSUN could potentially hurt Bethel. If he gets in closest towards the net, as he did there, wasn't the greatest shot from Bethel, truth to tell, but it might just encourage the tie. Well, good patience so far from BUNSUN. Oh, nice shot. Just a little bit of variety at the end from the British player. Because up to that point, BUNSUN was doing quite a good job of frustrating him. And, you know, when I mentioned Bethel's won all 6 previous meetings, he's the number 2 seed, he won a silver in Tokyo. There's a good deal of expectation. And with that comes a little bit of pressure. Well, nowhere near as simple as just turning up and rolling over your opponent. Don't reach a semi-final by accident. BUNSUN is a very decent player in his own right. That's a nice drop shot again from the Brit. And that landed in. There were a couple of clears from Bethel that I got the sense BUNSUN almost left in the previous rally. That time he did go with his gut, and it was clearly inside the line, as you could see there. Well, BUNSUN hasn't really done a lot wrong yet, and he's 4-1 down, and this is the kind of scoreboard pressure that Bethel is able to exert. Suddenly look up if you're the tie, and you're already 3 points adrift, and he's certainly not playing badly, but Bethel just has that knack of grinding you down, and it's a very useful knack to have. And that's better, and again, it was from close range from BUNSUN. That must be the plan.
Don't seek coaching, stay on court.
Might have just heard the umpire have a word with BUNSUN there saying don't seek coaching, stay on court. The coaches can talk to them between points, but players aren't allowed to go over to them and actively get involved in a discussion. I have to wait for the mid-game break and the break between games to do that. Well, that's a nice little bonus for the tie, winning a net exchange against the world number 2. That's about as good as it gets, that. Stout defence from BUNSUN there. Bethell just injected a little bit of power into the rally. Oh, big shot. And it comes out of nowhere, really, after a succession of clears. Bethell just drops one over the net.
6-3.
It was kind of on the back foot, caught him by surprise, BUNSUN. He got to it, but then he was an easy target for the next shot. Good pick up from BUNSUN there. Got tested by Bethell and passed the test.
Service over.
Well, that was a good example of how patience can pay off.
4.
I think Bethell maybe just got a little frustrated. Made the error. And it's about as much resistance as he's faced so far in this tournament, Bethell. He's won all his matches very convincingly.
Service over. 7-4. Change.
And that's the only area, just an area of caution, no problem. Just an area of caution.
Yeah, very quick to follow up there, Bethell. I mentioned that BUNSUN's had some joy in close proximity to the net.
4.
Bethell's pretty good in that area too. Just cranking it up a little bit.
4.
The number 2 seed.
Come on, mate.
Oh, that might have gone wide. He thought about leaving it and then changed his mind. BUNSUN. Hardest job there for Bethel was making sure he didn't contact the shuttle as it came down.
Level's good now, Dan.
That was the one where he nearly left it. I mean, he was standing almost on the carpet when he played that. Surely would have gone out. What about that? Shot of the match so far. Touch of a surgeon there from Bethel, and he leads 11-4 at the break.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Eleven, 4. Play.
Well, now the danger signals are flashing for BUNSUN.
Come on.
Bethel with a run of 6 straight points.
Service over.
No one more surprised than Bethel himself that he missed that.
5, 12.
Danny, keep the left side intact though, because that'll keep the bait for your slice.
Service over.
Normal service resumed.
5.
I think the other worry for BUNSUN at the moment is just starting to give away a few cheap points, not practicing the patience that his coach was preaching in the run-up to this match. But it's easier said than done against Bethel because he is just ultra consistent,
15,
nagging,
5.
understated defence as well.
Well done, Dan.
Another great shot from Bethel. Plays that drop shot beautifully, doesn't he?
16,
Danny, now don't switch
5.
off. Come on.
Scoreline starting to have a worryingly one-sided look from the Thai's point of view.
Service over.
Well, he doesn't make too many errors like that, and you can see the funny side. Actually hit him on the toe, but it would have been in anyway. Oh, he's done it again.
Really good. Stay high.
That's as good as anything he's played earlier as well.
You can see his feet in the back line. You can see higher up.
17-6.
It doesn't hurt you from there.
And now the rallies are getting shorter.
6.
Your press has been brilliant, Dan.
Well, I'm not sure if he swung his racket at that or not,
Service over.
Bunsen. If he did, it's a good thing he didn't make any contact.
18.
May have just been a token gesture.
Service over. 19-7.
So here are 13 game points for the world number 2.
Game point 7. Game.
19 minutes it took, 21 points to 7. And Bethel on the charge here, leads by a game to love.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Players on court. Second game.
Go on then, mate.
Love all. Play.
Start of the second game could be absolutely pivotal. If Bunsen lets Bethel get away,
Service over. 1.
you would start to fear for him. I actually thought he began the opening game quite brightly, Bunsen, but as it wore on, Bethel got right into the ascendancy. There was that drop shot, causing trouble again.
Service over.
Setting up a very easy winner.
Oh.
Oh, that's absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Fabulous deception from Bethel. BUNSUN just didn't see that coming. That's about the first time he's produced a genuine miscue.
3-1.
BUNSUN. Yeah, that was on the line.
It's over. 2, 3.
Okay.
Great backhand.
Really good press. You didn't try and end
Service
that there,
over.
you just applied pressure.
4, 2.
Brilliant. But you're playing it at the optimum time, Danny. You're not forcing it. That's the most impressive part.
You could see the frustration on Ty's face. Yet another wonder shot from Bethel. He's just producing one after another at the moment. Well, he's done brilliantly to keep the rally alive, and he even won the point. Because he looked like he'd given it up at one stage. A smile from Bethel.
3, 5.
It's okay. It's good. Really good.
Maybe that will give him
a
little bit of a boost.
Looks good. Me and Don's happy with the tempo.
Service over.
And he just tried to be a bit too cute with that. That was total power. That was the shot of a man with complete faith in his own ability.
Change.
Great response, Danny, to that net cord. Perfect.
And that was a late decision from BUNSUN. Hit the line with it.
Dan, just stay there now. Stay there. Exactly at the right level.
Well, means business now, doesn't he? If he didn't before.
9-4. Change.
Very similar, actually, to the way the first game started, where BUNSUN made a reasonable beginning within a point or two, and then all of a sudden, Bethel puts down the acceleration, and that is another great shot. It's just a seemingly endless stream of winners. Spin taking it further and further away from his opponent. It's a good pickup from BUNSUN, but he's under so much pressure. And a trick shot, and again, still in there fighting, but he couldn't repel Bethel forever. Great heart from the Thai, but he trails 11-4 at the mid-game break. That was the wonderful trick shot. It was 2 trick shots in a row. Bethel would not be denied.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coaches, return to your chair. New shuttle, please. Eleven, 4. Play.
Wide of the sideline. Every time BUNSUN tries to make something happen, this doesn't seem to come off. He said he couldn't see the line judge. First thought he was going to give it in, then he was going to give it out, and then he covered his eyes to say he was unsighted. And you can see why, because Bethel was right in his line of vision.
Oh, sorry. Service over. Sorry. Correction. 5-13.
So it has been given in. It looked like it might have been beyond the line, but impossible to tell. So give the benefit of the doubt the way that the chair umpire saw it. That one's definitely in.
6-13.
The drift pushing it onto the back line, so if it's out, it'll be out, you'll know.
The leg's been pretty solid.
Once again, will not be denied. And stout defence once more from Bunsen, but Bethel was getting closer and closer to the net almost with every shot. Eventually, didn't give the tie any chance. That's definitely out the back.
15-6.
Asking for trouble there, Bunsen, just too short.
16.
Life pretty straightforward for the Brit.
Mongkhon.
Like that. Come on.
Silky touch once more from Bethel.
17-6.
Once again, showing the advantage of playing from close range.
18-6.
Looks like the end is nigh here for Mongkhon Bunsen.
19-6.
Well chased, but it didn't do him any good. And here are 14 match points for the Tokyo silver medalist. Unless something quite extraordinary happens, knows he's going to, at the very least, match that achievement 3 years ago here. Victory just denied for the moment. One of the best drop shots that Bunsen's played, actually. Stay of execution, presumably. Well, just dragging this out a little bit. 3 match points saved already by BUNSUN.
9-20.
Focus, that's it.
Defence again. Just about as comprehensive and professional as it gets. 21-9 in the second game, and he hardly put a foot wrong, Dan Bethell. Mongkhon BUNSUN gave 100% at all times, but just not quite at the same level. And Bethell will have a chance tomorrow to go for gold. Plenty of Union flags in the crowd.
21-9.
Never seriously threatened in the match. So BUNSUN obviously now will play in the bronze medal match. Some delighted British fans in the crowd. There's quite a lot of them, actually. Did the job he came here to do. And BUNSUN just couldn't stay with him. Applause for both men. That's the Bethell personal fan club up there. And the fourth time of asking, Bethell secured the point. So 7-love now on the head-to-head. Bethell versus BUNSUN. And confirmation of the scoreline. 21-7, 21-9. They were on court for 39 minutes.